Pisces, it's Honey Priestess. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. This is going to be the general reading for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising Pisces for December 2019. But if it's not December and it's not, or you're not a Pisces, but you are still guided to be here, you're still in the right place. I feel like I'm a little frazzled right now. I just did my live. If you're following me here, if you're subscribed to me here on YouTube or you're watching this video, but you don't know any of my personal channels, check out Honey Priestess on both Twitter and Instagram. I've been doing Instagram lives. I did a couple, and I've been doing mini readings there. The energy is so good. It's so fun. We have so much fun, and people get dragged. You know, just get a little light drag. Not a full reading, but you already know. I'm like all over the place because I just finished that and my throat is kind of trying it right now. I'm still recovering from being sick, but I'm just hoping that my voice doesn't stop working. All that to say, check the description box below and let's get started, okay? So, for Pisces, sorry, moving some things out the way. For Pisces, we have, my goodness. We have the Garden and the Gate, 30 breaking down to a 3. We have 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, 39 breaking down to a 3. 1st chakra, Archangel Michael, 35 breaking down to an 8. We have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, 40 breaking down to a 4. Bottom of the deck, we have 43 breaking down to a 7, man holding a coin. Underneath that, we have 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, 38 breaking down to an 11 or 2. Underneath that, the World, 11 or 2, or 29 breaking down to an 11 or 2. All right. Y'all, okay, so we have some 3s, we have 11s, a 7, 4 and an 8. Oh, we have 4s, we have 3s, 11/2 and an 8, and a 7. All right, Pisces, I really feel like some of you guys are in a space where you have to risk it all. That's the best way I can say it. You're going to have to take a risk. And I think you know that. I feel like everything is really, really culminating in your life right now. Everything is coming to a head. And I think what's interesting is I feel like even though you're in a space that you need to move out of, and you haven't moved yet, it's like you know what to do. I think you guys know what to do, but you just don't want to have to do it. You don't know if you're just kind of, it feels like everything is kind of stable or okay for some of you guys, but you're not happy. You're not happy. You're not really enjoying your life like that. Some of you guys are really, really unhappy. Some of you guys are just like going along with emotions and maintaining a structure because it's already there. And you might have worked for things to get to where they are right now. And now you're here and you're like, wow, I just don't like it. And it's hard for you to accept that because you worked for this. Like you went out of your way to build this for yourself. And you built it and you're like, well, this is ugly. And I think you have to like tear the whole foundation down and start over. And that might be really exhausting. And I think it's forcing you to be in a space where you're like, I just need to think about if this is worth it. But every time you sit with it, you might wake up every day and it might just get worse and worse every day. Might just be like, okay, push through. It's okay. But I just think the end of the year has you thinking about, am I going to do this for another year? Am I really going to do this for another year? And even though it's scary, I feel like you feel very, very compelled to change something. But you keep trying to suppress it because you don't. It's really inconvenient. Okay? This heart chakra and this world card. So this man holding a coin, this heart chakra, and this world card. I'm really kind of getting the sense that you have the means to do whatever you need to do, and if you don't, there are people willing to help you. I also feel like at the end of this, okay, so yeah, some people might be willing to help you, right? It's almost like if you really want this, you can make it happen. Even if you don't see how, if you really want to make these changes in your life, you can make them happen. I think you can easily manifest them, but you have to be absolutely content and sure about the steps that you want to take. Okay? And you have to get to a point where you're like, I'm doing it. You can't just be like, oh, I want this, I want that. It can't be a feeling that's tugging at you. It has to be you choosing to deal with all these things. This decision is affecting you on so many levels, right? It might require you to, it might literally require you to uproot, okay? It might require you to uproot and communicate to some people what you aren't going to do. And it might be one of those things where even if you have clear vision and insight on how things are going to go, like you're going to need to plan for it, but there is going to be some faith involved. And I don't know that everybody's going to see the vision. I don't think everybody's going to like it. I think some people are going to get left behind. And I don't want to say forgotten about, but ultimately, yeah, like some people are just not going to have the position in your life that they do now once you make this decision. But it's still a better decision for you. But I think that's what is keeping you from doing it, having to communicate that to people. Having to communicate to people that they will not have a standing in your life that they used to. Ooh, some of you guys have to communicate to people that they don't have a standing now that they used to. Not just that they're not going to, but you have to sit there and say, I love you, but it's not worth it for me to be here anymore. I love you, but you're not going to influence my decision or keep me from doing what I want to do. I love you, but you don't have a say in this. I love you, but I don't want to build my roots here. Some of you guys are breaking up some people. Even if you're not breaking up with some people, these are relationships that you have to like really, you're going to have to be like, yeah, you can't come with me. You're not doing it for me. You're not, you're just not reflecting what I want in my life anymore. I don't think you can keep up with it. You're not providing for me in the way I want you to. I just don't want to be here. I wanted to make this work. I wanted you to work out. Hasn't. I'm moving on. Ooh, some of y'all got some shit to deal with, okay? Let's get into, I'm pulling out my cards. Let's get into the actual reading. I mean, we're in the reading now, but let's get into the clarification. Woo. All right, Pisces. I hope I'm loud enough. I really feel like like I'm trying to make sure that I'm loud enough for y'all. Yeah, we're gonna clarify the garden and the gate. I'm trying to figure out what else I'm gonna clarify. We're clarifying the garden and the gate. And I think that's the risk that you're scared of taking. Okay. Okay. Yo! Oh my goodness. So lately my decks have been like jumping and getting all mixed in with each other. And this is from a different deck. I mean, it has the same imagery, but it's a little different. And it's the Two of Cups. Some of you guys are going to leave this relationship and jump into a new one. Some of you guys are like going towards other relationships. Others of you, maybe I just feel like your relationships right now aren't fulfilling you. And so the relationships that you're headed towards are going to fulfill you, but it requires you leaving these. But I think you know that this relationship isn't fulfilling. Like, you're not getting that feeling you did in the beginning. even if you're like loyal to a fault and committed to making it work, you're just like, I'm literally not excited. I'm not having fun. You're not making this worth it. If anything, I'm more stressed out here. I'm just unhappy. I gotta find my happiness. And I think in pursuing your happiness, you're gonna find it somewhere else with someone else. Okay. That is something. Spirit, please clarify the garden and the gate for Pisces. 3 more shuffles. Spirit, please clarify the garden and the gate for Pisces. Yeah. Oh, that card shot out again. Y'all are not happy. Oh, y'all have okay. No, I'm not taking all those cards, and y'all know that. But I will take those. Shuffle. Yeah. Okay. 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. Hold on. Page of Swords. That's what I have for y'all. Bottom of the deck, I have 5 of Pentacles. Underneath that, I have the Hierophant. Underneath that, I have the 4 of Cups. Child, hold on. It's a Gatorade on my lip. Okay. Listen. Next card from the 3 of Wands is the 4 of Wands, right? The 9 of Wands is one step away from the 10 of Wands. I almost feel like this is the moment before you make a commitment that you're not proud of. That's really heavy. I think you guys feel this energy. If I don't get out of this soon, it's like you're almost finished making the bed. You already made the bed in the sense of the word, but if you finish making this bed, you're going to have to lay in it. If you finish building this house, you're going to have to live in it. You know, like, it's like you're building and you're like, I don't like this. I don't like how this friend is acting in my life. I don't like their role. I feel like with the 4 of Wands being next, guys, I really feel like a lot of you guys have been in relationships, even if they're not romantic. I am getting romantic, but I'm also getting non-romantic too. If you're in relationships when you realize I'm really going to screw myself over if I commit to this, I'm committing to a lifetime of unhappiness. I'm committing to a lifetime of being burdened, is what I'm hearing. I'm always going to be stressed. I'm always going to be burdened. It's always going to be me putting in work for little to no return. I feel like that's how a lot of you guys feel right now. And you're just looking at it like, oh, I can't do this. And so the risk is kind of moving forward with that knowledge and communicating it and being like, I gotta go. This 5 of Pentacles with the Hierophant and the 4 of Cups, to me, some of you guys might take a big financial hit from this. Wow. Okay. Some of you guys might even, it's not for all of you. Some of you guys might even be in abusive situations and you realize you have to get out of this. I think if this is you, you've gone through this cycle of, you've gone through this cycle of leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back, and you're finally like, no, this is it. I really gotta go. And you may not have the means to do it, but you have to get out of here. And there's a part of you that's like, wait till this, or there's a part of you that's like rejecting help. Okay? Like, you're rejecting help. I think the reason you're rejecting help is because you're not able to admit to anybody how this is really making you feel. Some of you guys don't want to admit that you put all this work into something and it's not panning out the way you wanted it to. Some of you guys do not have the heart to tell people that. Some of you guys don't have the heart, especially if this is abuse, some of you guys don't have the heart to tell people who maybe told you to leave a while ago or whatever, didn't like the relationship or told you to leave the relationship. You don't want to have to admit to them that they were right because maybe you told them, oh, you know what you're talking about, or I got it under control. And now it's like you really need help and you don't have it under control, but you need to go and you want to go and you're ready to do it. And I think there's a part of this that's just ego, like not being willing to humble yourself and admit to being wrong. But I think the minute that you act on what you know to do, everything changes. Everything changes. Underneath all of that was the 10 of Cups, guys. That's love. That's if you want it to be. That's family if you want it to be. That's just stability and happiness, emotional fulfillment, whatever you want it to be. Whatever emotional fulfillment looks like, that's what it is. I mean, like true emotional fulfillment. I think that does involve the whole falling in love, having a happy career, going after things. Like, I think that is all encompassing for a lot of you guys. And it's just scary to act on it. I don't even think acting on it seems exhausting. It might seem like it's a long ways away. But I think if you can push through, like, I feel like you can make a really drastic transition out of this quite quickly. If it's just cutting a couple people off and doing things, you know, that might take it might be a little tense period, but I feel like this whole transition phase can be done within 1 to 3 months. Which is a lot considering the kind of transitions you guys are making. Especially if it's like abuse or some of you guys. Like, that's a big transition that you can make pretty quickly. If it's with the right help. If it's literally moving, it might be stressful, but if you just push through and get it done and do it the right way, do what really makes you happy, like, it'll just be done. You know what I'm saying? If it's, oh, I can't, this was my best friend, but I can't have the same relationship with you anymore, and you have to just kind of announce it, and it might be a bit of a whirlwind or whatever, but it's just going to be over. Like, I just keep getting it's going to be over. Y'all getting so much titty. I'm so sorry. But I'm just getting that it's just going to be over. But you have to make the decision to get the help that you need and go where you need to go. Wow. My voice is, like, trying it, y'all. I'm really sorry. Let's clarify I don't feel a need to clarify all of these chakra cards. I do want to clarify. I'll clarify the 6th chakra card. I don't know. 5th chakra just seems like speaking your piece. Root chakra just seems like literally your stability being affected. I don't really think I need to go into that. But something about the 6th chakra card. I really want to just say that's clear foresight and intuition, but there's something you have to get off that card, clearly. Woo! Ciao. Okay. Make sure to like, share, and comment. And subscribe, of course. Tell your friends, all that. So I need more. I want you guys to engage with me more. I love the people that leave comments. I just want to know how it's resonating. That's all. It's not really for my ego. It's really to know, like, have the information I need. All right, clarifying 6th chakra. Spirit, please clarify 6th chakra for Pisces. Ooh, yeah, all right. All right. You already know what that's talking about. Woo! Shout. Last shuffle. Okay. Well then. I got 8 of Cups, the Death card, and the 3 of Swords reversed. Bottom of the deck, I have 9 of Pentacles. Underneath that, 9 of Wands. Underneath that, Ace of Cups. All right. You guys who are resonating with the relationship aspect, you are so aware that this relationship is like not doing it for you, and you've known it for so long that I actually think there's a part of you that is like, even though you're like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, or I don't want to, you're not sure if you want to give up on this, there's a part of you that's already left this behind. Like, you've already mourned this. You've already been like, emotionally, that's what I want to say. Emotionally, you've already accepted that this is a dub. I feel like you've been over it emotionally for a little while. And it's hard for you to fully admit that, because you know it's going to really hurt somebody's feelings. Okay? You know it's really going to hurt somebody's feelings. Because they may not necessarily feel the same. So for some of you guys, this is somebody else feeling this way about you, and you're picking up on it, but you don't want to like acknowledge it. Right? And it's going to have you asked out if you don't act on it first. Like, if you feel the relationship is done, but you're trying to make it go forward, and if they're not addressing it, then when they do address it, it might be highly inconvenient for you. But if you address it first, if you're just like, hey, what's going on? Can we talk about it? Okay, you don't want to be together. It gives you the space to transition. But regardless, I don't care whose side it is. Well, I feel like whether you're receiving that news or you just feel the way that you feel and you're the one who needs to break the news, I don't think in either case you're going to be overly emotional about it, because it's really time for this to come to a close. This Knight of Wands, this Knight of Pentacles, and this Ace of Cups, that lets me know that there's such stability coming in so strongly and so quickly the minute that you acknowledge the fact that this is not emotionally fulfilling for you, and you're able to build what you want and have what you want fairly quickly. Like, I feel like when you make this transition, whatever it is, it's not going to take long. I don't know why I keep getting 1 to 3 months about everything, but I feel like things are going to start picking up the pace very, very quickly. This is overdue. This is something you've gotten signs for a while, Pisces. This is really overdue. And so I think you guys have very, very, very clear insight on what's not working for you, what is, and what to do. So sitting there and being like, oh, I just don't want to take the risk because I don't want to hurt people. It's like, but you know it's done. You know it's going to happen. I feel like if you don't act on that, the situation can get a lot more messy and inconvenient than it has to be. When you could just handle it real swiftly. I think some of you guys, if you're planning to leave, do your planning and execution as much as you can before telling this person. For an abuse situation, obviously, that's a whole different story. I don't want to give that kind of advice on here. You do need help. For others of you, even if you do need help, but it's not that kind of heavy situation, like if you're living with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you need to move, like maybe the lease is almost up. And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to stay here because I don't want to be here. Like, I'm not happy. Not making me happy. I can't do this another year. This sucks, but I need to go live my life the way I want to live my life. I want new dating experiences. I want to be happy where I'm at. Like, if you're just redoing everything, you got to leave. Find out where you want to live. find out the apartments. Do your research. Go touring the apartments if you can. Apply to jobs. I can guarantee you, if you really want to go, that manifesting stuff, that manifesting energy, you can do it with ease because the universe has been wanting you to do this for a while. If you need to find a job in a different area, I bet you're going to get an interview quickly. Like, everything's going to come together because it's meant to come together because you need to get out of here. But do all of that planning and stuff, and then once everything's settled, when it's like, oh, I know what apartment I'm going to, I know the job I have, I know my game plan, whatever, now let's sit and chat. Yeah, I'm leaving. Don't tell them you're leaving before you get all that done because they are gonna try to block it in every way that they can. You need to hear me. Do not, if you are leaving relationships or putting them to rest, do not tell them that you are planning to do that before having your plan as done or getting as far along with your plan as possible. You're not listening to me, but you're going to create a whole different set of problems for yourself. I don't feel a need to clarify a man holding a coin. I think it's somebody financially helping you or giving you a place to stay for a little bit. Or this could also just be like the universe giving you a job. Whatever it is, it's really deeply related to money and stability and like being able to give you the shelter or the means to be able to do this. Okay? Period. I actually don't feel like I need to clarify much more, which is insane because this reading is so clear cut. Honestly. It's not a bad thing if these readings are shorter. It just means that we don't have too much to work through. There's not too much to work through, guys. I feel like I said, I feel like you guys already worked through it. Which is just Chile. So let's get some advice. All right, Pisces. All right, Pisces. I'm happy for you. Because I feel like it's you coming to terms with the fact that you deserve to be a lot happier. Like, it's you kind of remembering that there's more to life to this and you feeling like you have the right to enjoy that. You know? It's really your soul realizing, like, there's more to life than this. And I think for a while you stayed out of obligation or whatever. You endure things because of obligation and you're finally just saying, I'm too old to be wasting my life away like this. I gotta move. And seems like it's gonna happen. I think you're gonna be successful. You just gotta commit. It's all gonna pan out. Spirit, can I get advice for Pisces for December 2019? Yep. Woo! Woo! Yes! Advice, whoa, for Pisces, December 2019. I can't even scream the way I usually scream because my voice is really trying it. Baby. I love it. Last shuffle advice for Pisces for December 2019. All right, Pisces. Oop, something else fell out. Excuse me. Okay. I have Shine, which is the Sun card, regular tarot deck. Flow, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Just Breathe, Four of Swords. Feeling Alone, Five of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have Heal, which is the Star. Y'all, this is the right thing to do. You don't have any doubts. You don't have as many doubts about it as you think you do. You're just trying to consider people's feelings, but right now is the time to do what's best for you. And let the universe figure out the rest. This is important for you, okay? And your destiny, where you're headed. This is really a crucial point for you to be able to establish these boundaries and to walk away from things that aren't serving you anymore. Crucial. And I feel like this affects the destinies of other people as well, because there are some things they have to own up to and they have to deal with that I feel like your presence is keeping them from doing. I feel like a lot of you guys you have your own lesson to learn and boundaries and doing what's right for you, but I think your role in people's lives have been preventing them from confronting their shit. And they know that. Now you're not going to be there to buffer the situation or endure their mess or endure the projection of their hurts. You're not going to be there to listen to them whine anymore. They have to take responsibility for themselves, and you guys have been a way for them to dodge that responsibility. That's pretty heavy. That's why it's important for you to go after what you want. I think with this Just Breathe card, you're going to need to rest. You really need a time period. You're going to have to act fast. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of you guys need to be acting on this. But I think you do need a period of time where you just meditate and you decide on this and you pray on this and you do what you need to do to really manifest it forward. And commit to it. And once you do that, it's almost like really like just having a day to yourself where you're at your place, not bothering anybody, not answering the phone, really just praying, resting, writing down what you want, and building your plan. And then you just go, time to go, time to execute. I think you guys need to act quickly. This feeling alone card, this Five of Pentacles, I really feel like you guys are... I feel like this is how some people are going to feel, right? But I really think that this is just you kind of embracing where you're headed, not being scared of it, and not holding back from it because you think it's going to be lonely, you think it's going to be super painful. I think there is going to be pain involved, but I think you need to trust that where you're headed is best, and that a moment of loneliness, a period of loneliness, even if it happens, it's not going to last very long, and you're going to heal very quickly because you're going to be on the path of doing what really makes you happy. Loss is loss. That's what it is. But it will be worked through, and ultimately you're going to end up better without whatever you're dropping or whatever you're leaving behind. And it's not going to take that long to get there. But you have to bet on yourself. You have to commit to your happiness. Period. All right, Pisces, that was a quick little reading. I hope it was confirming for you guys. We're stepping into a new decade. This is big shit popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a lot of energy to work through, and we kind of have to close up the things that are not serving us because it's a new year, but it's also a new decade, and we just got to move different. I hope you're inspired to move different. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter so you can catch the lives and stuff. And also a lot of my updates. I can't do those kind of updates on YouTube yet because I just don't have enough subscribers to be able to reach out to like post on my community page and stuff. So I will try to do some more lives on here, like readings and stuff. But a lot of those are definitely going to be on Instagram. So check that out. Follow me at Honey Priestess. I love you guys. Have an amazing holiday season. Have an amazing new year. And I will catch you guys in 2020. Bye.